and welcome to my channel. My name is Ladia and you're watching Mimi Made It by Ladia. Welcome to all of my returning subscribers and to my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me. Well, today what I want to do is show you a wine bottle bouquet. However, this one is going to be a little bit different in the design, and for those of you out there that want to create a nice floral arrangement to give to honor the man in your life, be it your father, your grandfather, your uncle, your brother. I mean, the list could go on and on. You want the floral arrangement to be just as attractive to them as it is to you. So what I'm going to use today for my florals is going to be this magnificent bird of paradise right here. And this is a favorite flower of a gentleman, a great friend of mine, that I usually give during Father's Day, or really just any time that I just want to do something special for him, because he's such a special person to me. So what I want to show you first of all is how to carefully open up the bird of paradise. Now what you want to do is soak them in some warm water for about 20 minutes. And what that's going to do is kind of loosen up that top part right there, make it a little bit easier. I'm going to set this huge wine bottle on to the side, and then I'm going to start showing you how to open this up. What you want to do is very gently, right up here at the top, just put your thumb right in there and just slide it along the opening. And as you do that, it will start to open up. Now once it opens up, I'm right here at the tip, just really being very careful with this beautiful yet very fragile flower. Once you open it up, putting your thumbs down on each side of that orange, right in between. Show you what it looks like. Just gently start to pull the flower up. Now you're pretty much opening it up, opening the wings of it up. And you see how you just gently lift that up. And there you go. I'm going to show you another time too, because I know this takes a little bit of doing to get these open. When you get these from the florist, part of their job is to go ahead and open these up for you. But if you want to just order some for yourself and do it for yourself, this is the way to open them up. Again, I'm just going to slip my finger and run it along there to kind of open it up a little bit. And then one thumb on each side, opening it up just a little bit more. And you can see how that flower just starts to come out on its own. Gently lift it. And there you go. And now it's ready for your floral arrangement. So in preparation, I went ahead and I clipped the ends because they are very long. This is a long one, and I even clipped this one, say about 4 inches. So I clipped them to the length that I want to use within my floral bouquet. What I have is this floral ring holder. Has a ring around it that expands, and it has a small cup in it. I did find these on Etsy, so again, if this is something that you want to do, that's a good place to start to find them. It will reach around a bottle of this size. This is pretty huge here. And the reason why I have a nice big bottle, again, is because I want to make sure that the scale that I'm using for my florals is going to be in proportion to the bottle that I'm using. I went ahead and cut out some wet foam, and I'm going to go ahead and drop it in water. and just let that go ahead and absorb the water on its own. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the wet foam to the cup. I'm going to take this off and set this aside once again so that I can work with fitting the wet foam into the cup. Because when I cut it a little bit bigger on the outline, but what I'm going to do is just turn it over. Got my cup, and then I'm just going to press down on it. A lot of water. And then just take the pieces off that I don't need. Now it's ready to go back around the bottom of the bottle. And it just clips on just like that, just that easy. And I'm putting it down as low as I can to the bottom of the bottle because again, I want to make sure that I've got enough weight down at the bottom, enough structure so that it doesn't fall over as I start to put the florals in. I'm going to start with some greenery, and my first greenery is going to be a tea leaf, nice and long. So now what I'm doing is just taking the leaf and just flipping it over in half, and I'm taking a little bit of my wire and wrapping it around the bottom of it. And twisting that down in there, and now I'm going to stick that into the foam. I'm going to clip just a little bit on the end, so there we go. Just a little bit off on the end so that it will stick right down in there. And that's what it looks like coming out on the side. Now I'm going to go ahead and start with these majestic bird of paradise, and I clip the ends at an angle, and I'm going to start with the first one right in here. And that's just going to branch out over the top of the bottle. My second one that I'm going to use, and I may need to cut this one just a little bit more. I want that one to kind of look the other way. Now, one thing about the bird of paradise, what it symbolizes is faithfulness. It also symbolizes freedom, excitement, love. Got them going in different directions. One is going this way and one is going that way. Now I want to come in with one of my favorites, which is the cousin of the King Protea, and this is a pin cushion Protea. Oh, there I am. This is a pin cushion Protea. It looks very much like it, very similar. Also a tropical plant, just like the bird of paradise and just like the tea leaves. So you're going to find these in the lower part of the United States or at your florist. They can always order them for you. So they're nice to have, and this is going to really add to this floral arrangement. Just taking off some of the leaves down at the bottom, and I'm going to clip this at an angle as well. And I'm going to go ahead and add this one right down in front. See that a little bit better as I turn it. Now what I want to do is use some wire to secure these three items together so that they don't move around as much. They're nice and secure down in the wet foam, but I also want to make sure that everything is secure up top. I'm just going to thread that right through, come up just a little bit on it, and tie that in place. And I'm using the green wire so that it'll blend in with the greenery that's on here. So I've got that in there nice and secure, nice and tall. And now I'm just going to clip a few of the ends off. Next thing that I want to add to this gorgeous arrangement is going to be some of these stems. I am going to add this information all in my description box so you'll know exactly what I've used to accomplish this if this is something that you would like to do yourself. And I'm just going to add a piece right in here. And I think I'll add one more piece down in here. I'll just clip off that piece that's hanging in there a little bit. Now I'm ready to add some of the moss around the bottom. I'm just pushing it right down in there to cover up the wet foam and to give it a real nice tropical look on the bottom. And to keep this in place, I'm going to make some little pins and just kind of stick down in there to keep that moss in place. I'm just cleaning up these ends right here that are sticking out and just kind of dressing it up just a little bit. To finish this project off, I'm going to go ahead and add some more of this wire around it and tie it so that I can keep this as secure as possible to the bottle and to help with the weight distribution. So I've cut off a nice long piece and I'm just going to wrap it around a couple times until it ends up in the front, nice and tight, and then I'm going to tie it off on the side. Yay! And this is what it looks like when you're all done. By adding another piece of the wire around both the plant and the bottle, help to secure it and distribute the weight, because as you can imagine with the wet foam in here that it's pretty heavy, but you want to make sure that it's nice and sturdy and together. Now I would also recommend, as you are transporting this, to lift it up by the top so that it doesn't slide off at the bottom. But as you can see, it's pretty secure down there, and which is very key for when you're building something like this. I think this is a wonderful gift that you could give to someone that you love for Father's Day, and again for any day that you want to make his day special. For your father, your brother, your uncle, the list could go on and on for all of the great guys that are in your life. Well, I hope that you like this and that you will hit the like button and also subscribe. I am in what I'm calling my Fun with Florals time right now. So I'm going to be doing a lot of florals, a lot of fresh florals. I'll also be doing quite a few faux floral arrangements along with bouquets for weddings, for tablescapes. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you won't miss any of my other Fun with Floral videos. Well, thank you so much for joining me once again, and whatever you do and wherever you go, be blessed.